Good evening and welcome to News9. I'm Nolan Pinto. Now, the BCCI has come up with a three-member panel to investigate the IPL betting and spot fixing scandal. The decision was taken at the Emergency Working Committee meeting held at the board's headquarters in Mumbai this afternoon. Now, former CBI Director R.K. Raghavan, J.N. Patel and Ravi Shastri will be part of the probe panel to investigate the matter. The board will instruct its lawyers to propose these names to the Supreme Court on Tuesday. Now, the board's step is one of the desperate efforts to find a pathway to satisfy the latest directive of the Supreme Court in the case related to corruption in last year's IPL. The Apex Court, while turning down N. Srinivasan's fresh plea to return to the helm of the board's affairs as its elected chief, has ruled that he cannot be given back the BCCI's reins till he comes out clean in a probe conducted against him and 12 others, including India-capped cricketers, whose names have been mentioned by the Justice Mudgal Committee report in the IPL corruption scandal. In fact, the BCCI has come up with a three-member panel to investigate the IPL betting and spot fixing scandal. The decision was taken at the Emergency Working Committee meeting held at the board's headquarters in Mumbai this afternoon. Now, former CBI Director R.K. Raghavan, J.N. Patel, and Ravi Shastri will be part of the probe panel to investigate the matter. Well, with just days left for elections, DMK leader Dayanathy Maran has landed himself in a situation that could prove disastrous both for himself and his party. Now, EC observers who had been tracking the tainted former minister's campaign expenditures over the past month have found serious discrepancies in the tally he has submitted to the commission. EC's shadow reports state that Maran has spent exorbitant sums during his campaigns, but has been submitting toned down and modest expenditure reports to the commission.
பல்லாயிரக்கணக்கான இளைஞர்களுக்கு வேலை வாய்ப்பை பெற்றுத் தந்த தயாநிதி மாறன் இதோ உதயசூரியனுக்கு ஆதரித்த சின்னம் உதயசூரியன் மறவாதி உதயசூரியன் வருகிற ஏப்ரல் மாதம் 24 அன்று மறவாமல் வாக்குச்சாவடிக்கு சென்று மத்திய சென்னை நாடாளுமன்ற வாக்காளர் பெருமக்களே உங்களை நாடி உங்கள் இல்லங்களை தேடி வாக்குகளை கேட்டு வருகிறார் உங்கள் வீட்டு பிள்ளை.
In fact, you can clearly see over there the discrepancies are huge. In fact, what he had shown for a particular period was about just 44,000 rupees that he had spent, while the EC states that he had spent about 61 lakh rupees. Now, will this cost him his candidacy over there? It's left to be seen. Well, for more on this, I'm joined by my colleague Anil. Anil, can you give us more information on what's happening there?
Nolan, Dayanathy Maran recently filed his nomination for the Chennai Central Lok Sabha constituency. And according to the EC guidelines, every candidate is required to submit an expenditure report for every 5 days. Now, the total allocated budget throughout the campaigning is, the EC has allowed a budget of 70 lakh rupees. Now, if you look at the budget that has been filed, the report filed by Dayanathy Maran, one can clearly figure out that he's falsified the report. Now, he's gone on to spend 81 lakhs. That is almost 11 lakhs extra from what he's allowed to spend. And in the reports, he has falsified it. And this could prove to be a big, this could spell a big trouble for Dayanathy Maran, because 11 lakhs of extra expenditure cannot be a minor mistake in, evaluation. And the Aam Aadmi Party has taken a note of this discrepancy and has shot a memorandum to the Office of the State Election Commission. They've asked that the Election Commission disqualify Maran as a Lok Sabha candidate from Chennai Central constituency, Nolan.
Now, the big question is, will the Election Commission actually take action? Because many times we see the Election Commission sending notices, stating that action will be taken, but we hardly see any such action.
That again remains a big question at the moment, Nolan, because 11 lakhs of extra expenditure being spent on campaigning cannot be a minor error. Now, if at all Dayanidhi Maran wanted to show that he has not spent so much, he should have probably taken note of this before he filed the expenditure report. But in the expenditure report that he has filed with the Election Commission, it is clearly seen that he's gone on to spend 11 lakhs extra. Now, the allocated budget is 70 lakhs. But he spent 81,78,000 rupees on the campaigning this far. So we could expect the Election Commission to take note of this and take some serious action against him, because this cannot be considered as a minor mistake at the moment, Nolan.
Right, Anil. Thank you very much for all that information. In fact, we have information that 70 lakhs is the amount that he's allowed to spend, but he has gone ahead and spent 81 lakhs. But what he has shown is that he has hardly spent maybe 40,000-50,000 rupees. Now, this has actually got him in a spot of bother. The question is, will the Election Commission actually take action against Dayanidhi Maran? Now, a first information report or an FIR is yet to be registered over the attack on Geo News senior anchor Hamid Mir. Now, investigation agencies have also not been able to obtain the CCTV video of the area where Hamid Mir was attacked. Now, renowned Pakistani journalist Hamid Mir was attacked at approximately 5:15 last evening when his car left the Jinnah International Airport for the Geo News office. The Geo News senior anchor was shot thrice and rushed to a private hospital for treatment. He underwent a successful operation and is now recovering. Now, the attack took place when a single gunman stopped Hamid Mir's car right outside the airport and opened fire. The driver of the car sped away, but the gunman and his accomplices in 2 motorcycles and a car followed Hamid Mir and continued firing. The attackers followed Hamid Mir's car till Karsaz and dispersed. While being chased, Hamid Mir spoke to his colleagues over the phone and informed them of the attack. In fact, prominent TV anchor Hamid Mir is now in a Karachi hospital after gunmen opened fire on his car on Saturday evening, where his car was ambushed by attackers, at least some of whom were riding motorcycles. In fact, his brother had spoken. Amir stated that before the attack, Mir had told him that an attempt on his life could come from within part of Pakistan's government, specifically from within its intelligence agency, the ISI. Furthermore, his brother adds that Hamid Mir had recorded a video message and dispatched it to the Committee to Protect Journalists. Now, the ISI has denied any involvement, and Pakistan's leaders have condemned the attack.